2005. The convention, which has been signed by 189 countries, comprises 8 chapters and 71 articles.
Welcome back. In November, Egypt's Administrative Control Authority organized a simulation model of today's summit, which was attended by 140 Cairo University students and funded by the United States Agency for International Development, the USAID. We're pleased to be joined over the phone by one of the participants of this simulation model, Dina Salema. Good afternoon.
Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for this introduction.
It's a pleasure having you. Well, Dina, you were one of the participants at the simulation model. How was the organization simulation model of Monday's UN conference?
Well, it all started when we arrived at the hotel. At first, we started to take our places. So the representatives of the countries started to sit in their assigned places. And after we took our places, the rehearsals started. So the representative of the previous conference president started his speech. Then he handed over the presidency of the conference to the representative of the head of the Administrative Control Authority. And then the representatives of the countries went on the stage to give their speeches. Some modifications were added to the speeches or comments on certain performance, and we did rehearsals twice to perfect them. Indeed, before Monday, we were training for a long time, so that it wasn't our first performance.
Dina, would you tell me more about your role during the simulation model?
About what?
Your role.
Okay, I was the representative of Italy. I presented the achievements of this country in the field of fighting corruption within the framework of the Science Convention. In fact, we were divided into 3 roles: speakers, negotiators, and technical assistants. The negotiators were discussing draft laws. The speaker represented the effort of 40 countries in fighting corruption, while the technical assistant helped the negotiators and speakers to prepare their speech. I was the representative of Italy, the speaker.
Yes. As one of the participants of the model, how do you assess the benefits of having a simulation model in enhancing the awareness of corruption negative consequences?
Okay, well, the model contributed in raising our awareness about everything related to governance. It also helped us to identify the contributions of Egypt and its plans in fighting corruption. For example, I wasn't aware that Egypt has 2 strategies for fighting corruption, and that it intends to launch a 3rd strategy. And not only the contribution of Egypt, but how all countries in the world are trying to fight corruption together. And this is what we saw today, represented in the Conference of States Parties to the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, where all countries there share their experience and achievement in the field of fighting corruption. And the model also alerted us to the grave damages of corruption. And we have to face small corruption first to put an end to the roots of corruption. And that silence on corruption is a crime. And what makes me very happy is that Egypt has started to involve young people in many activities, such as this model, and even the Ministry of Finance has launched a citizens budget program, and I myself have participated in it.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you very much, Dina Salema, one of the participants of the simulation model. Many thanks for your insight. And dear viewers, now we go to a short break and we'll be right back.
Egypt prepares to host the conference of the